Time is something you have in limited supply. So now what you're doing, when you actually sell a service, what you're actually selling as the product is you're selling your time. Since you have a limited amount of time, you've anchored your revenue generation to a limited resource, so therefore you've limited your income generation, your revenue generation. Are you tracking? But watch this. If I sell a product, let's say we sell 400 and something books. It takes no longer to sell 400 books than it does to sell one. The biggest book sale I ever made, so if I sell a product, I might sell 100,000 products to one customer. Well, wouldn't that change my day? But what if I sold 100,000 people on a service? Oh, now I've got a backache, right? Just thinking about it, right? So like start thinking about what kind of product can I sell? Now, if you can create some kind of product like a book, so this book sells for $30, and it makes me actually more than $30, but that's a different conversation for a different day. But let's just say let's say it cost me $10 to create this book, right? Okay. So if it costs me $10, that means I make $20 profit. Okay? I make $20. That $20 can make me rich. And here's what's cool about a $20 profit. It doesn't have to be a book, it can be whatever. But I'm using a book because that's what I have here. So a $20 book, here's what's cool about a $20 book. $20 books, fairly easy to write. Fairly, if you know something, it's fairly easy to write. It's extremely easy to sell because it's easy for people to come up with $20 or for, in this case, $30, and I make $20 profit. So $20 profit. Now all I have to do is do the math, the $1 million math, and sell 50,000 books. When I sell 50,000 books, that's going to be $1 million. Now, my other book, From the Trash Man to the Cash Man, we sold over 155,000 copies of that book, but it's been out since 2007. This book's only been out since last year. But that book literally makes me 6 figures a month because there are other upsells and cross-sells and stuff that we have from the book. The book by itself did 20,000 last month, but the sales that book brought in, sheesh. Okay? So, now here's what's cool. You don't have to be a rocket scientist, you don't need algebra, you don't need calculus, you don't need trigonometry to become a millionaire. You need basic 5th grade math and an understanding of human psychology or human behavior. You got those two things down, you can become wealthy. So, basic 5th grade math, what's that? If you're multiplying two numbers that end in 0, you multiply the two numbers. 5 times 2 is 10, and then you count the zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your answer. You know what's really cool about that? What's cool is, have you ever heard somebody say, well, 0 has no value? Have you ever heard somebody say that? They don't know where to put their zeros.